Yo, what up? It's your girl Joy, the Hip Hop Powerfon, and this will be your Chiron retrograde in Aries tarot reading. Chiron began its retrograde period in the sign of Aries on Friday, July 26th at 9:59 a.m. And you know that's Eastern Standard Time, okay? Chiron is associated with Sagittarius because half horse, half man. It is also associated with Scorpio because of the healing process that needs to happen in order for the enlightenment to come. Okay? So, cards to look for: Emperor for the Aries energy, Death for Scorpio, and Sagittarius we have Temperance. Okay? And we will be using the Marseille Tarot on today. You can find the link in my Amazon store, which is in the description box. Okay, this retrograde is going to take us all the way through the rest of the year. Okay, I think Chiron stations direct on like the 29th of December. Okay, so we got a lot going for us. Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay. Hanged Man. Okay, Hanged Man. Huh. Sometimes you have to take a step back in order to see the bigger picture. That gives you a broader perspective. It makes you see, like I said, the bigger picture is not really focused on the details. Huh. A lot of times we have to make sacrifices in order to move forward. And a lot of times we don't realize that we are holding on to the very thing that is wounding us, that is hurting us. Okay? Aries is all about the self. There's nothing separate from Aries, and from an Aries perspective, there's nothing separate, okay, from your being, your spirit, your physical. So there's no limitations, there are no boundaries. And so for our healing purposes and process, we have to kind of take a step back, okay, and see how we have allowed these wounds and these traumas to limit us. It's like we've just been fighting so hard. We see everybody as our opposition, as our competitor, someone that we have to defend ourselves against, person, place, or thing. And so by doing that, you're kind of limiting yourself. It's like, oh, well, I can't go this far, or I'm going to have to put up a fight. I can't do this because, I don't feel like arguing or debating or standing up for myself. Okay? You want to be independent. You want to be an autonomous being. So you're going to have to explore those wounds. You're going to have to take the initiative, okay, to see the bigger picture and see how you have been limiting yourself because of your past wounds, traumas, and other negative experiences. It's just like you don't have the courage, you aren't brave enough, you don't take the initiative because you're just like, oh, I've been there before, don't want to go through it again, so I'm going to just not even try. And I mean, really, that's just like a little delusion that you're telling yourself. You're trying to rationalize your behavior, but really it is an unhealthy coping mechanism when you give up. essentially. And you think you're the victim, and so you're just out there, woe is me. No, you need to move on. You need to grow past those previous incidents. And the moon. The Hanged Man represents Neptune, and the moon represents Pisces. Neptune rules Pisces. So there is a lot of clouded judgment. Some of you have on those rose-colored glasses. You're just telling yourself this whole fantasy about how what you're doing is okay and everything's fine, and it's not. Okay? The moon is in reverse. I mean, essentially, you're just barking up the wrong tree. You need to be barking up your own tree. There's something that you can't see. Something is being hidden from you. I feel like you hiding the truth from yourself. That's why these deep wounds, we're going to have to go down into the trenches if we want things to really get better, if we really want to be delivered, okay, from this wounded energy. What is it that is being hidden? What is it that we can't see? Huh. Nine of Wands. You can see how you have beat yourself up. You can't see the limits that you have put on yourself and how you so badly want to supersede those limits. You want to push past those boundaries, but you are afraid. You are afraid because you have been so wounded and traumatized from your past experiences. So this is the Nine of Wands, right? But we know in the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck that the Nine of Wands is the guy standing with the wand. He got the head wound, head trauma. Aries is associated with the head, okay? And then to have Pisces and Neptunian energy. What was I going to say? A million things came to my mind before I said what I was going to say. But wounded head, Nine of Wands in Rider-Waite-Smith, he has the bandage around his head. Okay, right? Aries is associated with the head. So that essentially is just basically confirming what I said about you being delusional. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. You not being brave enough or having the courage, it's all in your head, okay? You can do it. You can move forward. You can get past this, okay? And what was I going to say? Oh, I was saying Aries represents the head, but we got all this Neptune Pisces energy, which is associated with the feet. So from head to toe, you've got some work to do. It's your whole aura. It's your whole being. Okay? So I need you to heal that little wound on your head or in your head. We're probably going to get some swords in here at some point, because that's all about your thinking. Yes, it's communication too, but it's also about cognition, your cognitive processes, intellectuality, intelligence, okay? Thoughts, thinking, cognition. That's the professional term, psychological term, but it's cognition. So let's see. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. So, the Queen of Pentacles. So, let me give you a little backstory. I think I might have said this before, but I don't know. Queen of Pentacles represents or is a depiction of Queen Elizabeth the First. Yes. And so, Queen Elizabeth, when she was younger, she was kind of like the illegitimate child of the king. And so once her dad died, it was like, oh, everything was supposed to go to her. But then her older siblings was like, no, she illegit, so she don't get nothing. So she spent some time of her life like, being poor. And then, after everybody else died, boom, they reinstated her status as royalty. And so she became a young queen. Woo, 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 woo. And so Queen of Pentacles knows both sides. She knows the poverty, the life of lack, the lack mentality, okay? But she also knows the life of fertility, abundance. It's the polarity, okay? And so with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this is us lacking the ability to keep ourselves grounded because we know that the healing or the abundance is right around the corner. It is ours for the taking. We just have to go through the processes of getting our abundance reinstated, so to speak. Okay? You have to claim it. You have to claim it. You have to claim it. I had to say it 3 times because I know some of y'all out there do the 3-6-9 method, but let's see. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, both in reverse. Okay. Can't go anywhere until you have claimed your birthright. Chiron, the story for those that don't know. Chiron was injured and he was supposed to be like wounded forever. Like he couldn't die. He would just always be in pain. He will always be suffering. Scorpio energy. And so he swapped places with a star so he could heal. He wanted to die. It was that painful. He was suffering that much. I hope and pray that none of you are suffering that much, that you feel like you want things to end. Okay, please seek professional help. Okay, you can go to NAMI, NAMI. You can go to your local Department of Behavioral Services. There's one in every city. Okay, so please get some therapy, seek out friends. You're not a burden to anyone. Okay, but when things aren't going the way that you would like them to go, you can't just sink down into a depression. You can't just let things happen to you. You have to stand up. You have to take initiative. You have to do something about it. You have to take action. That's Aries energy, taking action. Okay? You have to, only you can be accountable for your own healing. Okay? You cannot let these wounds limit your capacity to enjoy life. You have hidden these problems so well that you don't even know that you are operating from a wounded perspective. Operating out of darkness. You might be so hurt by your parents' divorce that you don't ever want to get married, but you want a partner, but you just don't want to get married. You are so wounded from what happened to in your childhood that you don't ever want to have kids. Or you just see other people's kids and you think, I don't want nothing to do with that. And here we go. 7, 1, 2, 3. 7 of Pentacles. Yep. 7 of Pentacles. No, I don't know if it's upright or reverse, and it doesn't even matter. Patience. Patience, patience, patience. That seed that you planted so long ago, that seed of wounded healing, that seed of negativity, that seed of darkness has overgrown in your garden of abundance. And it's like a weed in your garden. And you're just like, I don't know how I got here. You know how I got there. You know where this perspective or this way of thinking and being and living, you know the origin story. You know the origin story. And what is it? Villain origin story? Ah, that's what this is? Okay. You have to figure out your wounded origin story, your villain origin story. Where did that come from? Why are you like this? In this particular manner, in this way? What happened? No, it wasn't that. No, it wasn't that. It was that. Your origin story. That's why you so gung-ho. That's why you so impulsive. That's why you can be so rude sometimes. Ugh. So rude. So rude and snarky. Ugh. And that's why we got all these pentacles all in this one space. It's about your physical body, not the money. You know both sides, but you still allowed it to dictate how you move around. Okay. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. If things are bad now, they're not going to get worse. They can only get better. Okay? You have to, again, broaden your perspective. Where and when did this start? When did when did the tables start to turn? Everything was going great, but then when did things start to shift? When was that? When was that? If things aren't going well now, when did things start falling off, falling apart? You have to be truthful with yourself, okay? You got to be honest. Because if you can't be truthful with yourself, then you're never going to be able to heal. Justice. I told you, you got to be truthful and honest with yourself in order to bring back the harmony and balance, okay? In order to attract, okay, the goodness that you want, to attract the healing that you need. And y'all know, in this deck, justice is 8, not 11. 8 is build or destroy. You have to add positive and remove the negative. Are you here to build? Build on your I don't want to say physical self. I'll skip it. Skip it for now because I got something overall that I need to say. Starting from the top, and then we're going to do one more and we're going to close out. From the top, 12, Hangman. That was your origin story. The day you decided to be the victim, the day you martyred yourself and hung yourself up on this tree, that is when you gave up. Okay? That is when you decided that you don't want to see beyond what it is that you have experienced. You want the woe is me. You want the sympathy and empathy. That is what you have been thriving and driving on for so long. Okay? And then the moon, because you hung yourself up on that tree, because you decided to martyr yourself, you hid the source of the problem. You hid, okay, what the real issue was. You did not want to fight. It's like fight or flight, and you decided to fly. You ran. You ran away from that healing experience. And so you weren't able to overcome, okay? You weren't able to work through it. You just said, forget it. I'm not dealing with it at all. But you are still hurt. That doesn't make the hurt go away. Pushing it down into your subconscious don't make it go away. It's still there, okay? It's just not readily on your mind. What is it? Disassociation, where you have tunnel vision. You don't even recollect or remember what happened. You have disassociated from the entire situation. And so then you get this 9 of Wands here, and then you just out here with a bandage on your head. Yeah, I'm not on the tree no more, but I'm still hurt. Don't you see the bandage on my head? I'm still, no, I can't. Anytime an opportunity to heal presents itself, that's why this Pluto retrograde might have been a little rough for you. Okay? And we in Neptune retrograde too. And are we in Saturn retrograde too? Ciao. And it's the Mercury retrograde shadow period. Okay? I'm just letting you know. You still wearing that bandage around your head like a badge of honor, like, yes, I am hurt. Okay, is that your whole identity? That's not all you are. There are other parts of you that need to be expressed, not just this wounded warrior. I was hurt in battle. I'm a veteran. Been there, done that. Give me my Purple Heart. Give me my accolades. Love on me. Show me all this attention because I got hurt in the battle trying to heal and grow. And so it's like you're trying to demand respect, but you don't even respect yourself enough to heal from what you've been through. You need to love yourself enough to move on. Okay? What is this? 7 of Pentacles. And you just let it grow. You just let that negativity, you let that wound grow And I mean, you didn't know it was going to get that far. You didn't know it was going to grow that much that fast. But that's the thing about negativity. When it eats away at you, it eats away at everything like ether. Okay? You're not grounded. You're not stable. You're not cautious. You're not responsible. You're not dependable. You're nothing. You're nothing. And that is why this Wheel of Fortune came out in reverse. Because you just been living in your own shadow. I don't know what timeline this is and why you would choose this part of the journey, but hey, nobody knows, not even you. So right now, things are not going the way that you have seen, because this negative energy, this wound is taking over your whole body. You know how you get like a real wound and it leave a scab? Okay, like your whole body is essentially scabbed over at this point. I told you from head to toe, right? You a walking, talking scab. And what was that, a movie or something that like the rejects were scabs or something? I don't know. I ain't gonna get into it. But if you know, leave it in the comments. But in order to achieve the balance, the harmony that you need in order to attract, okay, a more positive outlook, you need to be honest with yourself. You need to figure out when and where is my villain origin story. Because yes, Aries is a warrior, a competitor. They are adventurers. They are explorers. But when you fighting yourself, it's a downhill battle. When there's internal conflict, only you can resolve that. Last card. Star card. Hooray. If you want to fulfill all your hopes, dreams, and wishes and make everything come true, that is what you're going to have to do. Okay? This is Aquarius energy. You're going to have to do something innovative. You have to do something different. You're going to have to be objective. No, non-biased. You are going to have to maybe get with a group of people, okay, who have the same goal as you. I don't know if that's an AA meeting, an NA meeting, group therapy. I don't know. I don't know. But these stars here, 6, 7, 8, 8 portal. Might want to get that. 555. Yeah, you need some balance and some harmony. You got to make sure that things are equal. Are you in touch with your emotions? Because although Aquarius is an air sign, it is the water bearer. So your mentality affects your feelings and vice versa. Okay? That's all it is. It's all connected. It's all connected. That affects your drive and your motivation. That affects your physical body as well. It's all connected. And see how she's pouring out both vases. She's pouring out all the old water because water gets stale. Okay? It's just been standing there. Standing water brings what? Mosquitoes and bugs and what are those things? Gnats. Pour out all of those old feelings and emotions so you can refill your cups with fresh water. right? Spring water, alkaline water, creek water, whatever fresh water you want to use, salt water, sea water, whatever. Okay? Do we want to do bottom of the deck? Do y'all want to do bottom of the deck? I hear some people saying, yes, bottom of the deck. So, okay, we're going to do bottom of the deck. And we have, ooh, I love this Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. The Queen of Cups don't even have a cup that looks like this. This is like your castle, pie in the sky. This is an opportunity for you to resolve some emotional issues, some feelings that may be unresolved. Okay? But you are going to have to explore. You're going on an adventure. Okay? You are going to have to explore your feelings and how you got to where you are. Then once you know what your villain origin story is, then you can go about the healing process. Chiron, we know his origin story. Okay? You need to figure out yours in order to figure out how to free yourself. Freedom, autonomy, be free from the limits and bounds that you have put on yourself, because you don't have any. You put those limits on yourself. It's limiting your thinking, and you cannot emotionally connect to that part of yourself. You are walking, talking scab. And it's time to pick it. Okay? I'm done. I think I'm done. Because I could just keep going on and on and on and on and on. But I'm not. Okay? I'm trying to pull myself away. I'm trying to pull myself out of it. All right, y'all. See y'all next time. Peace.